Hello, 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 hello.
Need a freelancer? Go to Fiverr.com and find one in seconds. Or don't go to Fiverr and waste your time searching for freelancers instead of finally taking that trip abroad. Constantine.
Okay, so really quick, let's make sure you guys can see me and hear me okay. In the comments there. Just talk to me in the chat. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody. Let's see here. Okay, great. See and hear okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty, you guys. My name is Tajuana Huston. I am a Ruby ambassador with this amazing company by the name of iBoomerang. Before I get started, before I even share my story, what I want you guys to do is hear from our CEO himself. I want you guys to understand the vision of this company and what makes us totally different. And then we're going to roll right into it. So give me one moment to start this video and we're going to get started. While this video is playing, go ahead and send out those last minute invites. Go ahead and get your guest on the line because what I'm going to share with you guys in the next 5 minutes, you don't want to miss it. So here we go.
One of the taglines that we put together for iBoomerang is #JustDifferent. What makes it different is, number one, our philosophy. I've been in the network marketing industry since 1990. And that's almost 30 years as we're doing this video, 29 years since we're doing this video. And I started off and I had the lowest lows, never making more than $500 a month my first 7 years, building a team of 49 people. After 7 years, not all 49 are active, averaging $70 a month in income. So I had a lot of experience on how not to make money in network marketing, all right? As a matter of fact, you couldn't, outbroke me in network marketing my first 7 years. It was very difficult. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we learned a lot of things and put a lot of things into play. And we had a great team that we built that allowed us to earn extreme amounts of income and set some records in the industry. So everything in between we saw. And you only hear about the top 3%, top 5% who make it. You don't hear about the ones that gave up. You don't hear about the ones who got discouraged. You don't hear about the thousands, or really in the industry, you don't hear about the millions that are what I call buried in the MLM cemeteries. And during my time, my sponsor in Upline would always tell me the same thing that their sponsor told them. And that was, when the business wasn't working, here's a book, here's an audio, go sponsor more people. And basically I internalized that as something's wrong with me. I'm not good enough. And I looked at it and said that the industry of network marketing, even in its attempt to improve the self-images of people around the world, I believe it's damaged just as many. And people feel less than because the people aren't broken. The companies are. This industry has been broken. And so from somebody who's seen it from both spectrums, I took a complete look at everything that was going on and I said, I want to change that. I want it to be my legacy to fix the industry. And I look at it as network marketing has been in the taxi cab industry for so long. And we thrive on what's called duplication, which eliminates the possibility or the encouragement of the distributor to think. And we just do. And what we've been doing is repeating the same thing that's existed over the last 60 years. And I said, let's take it out of the taxi cab industry and let's take network marketing into the Uber industry. The people are perfect, the industry is broken, and we're going to do things different. We're going to fix the industry, and that's why we're just different. Here's what's different. The network marketing industry says, flaunt your wealth or your check. Go out with your first big check and buy a Mercedes and buy this and go get a nice house. And what I've seen over the last 29 years is people get into huge sums of debt. And I've seen people who get up to higher income levels and they're miserable making more money than when they actually got started. Their taxes aren't paid. They're behind on certain things that are very important to them because they spend so much money trying to build a lifestyle to attract people. And they don't understand that recruiting doesn't always continue up. We're opposite. We're just different. We have a good philosophy. We want people to live modestly. I'd rather see you own a Honda than to have payments, on a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW that you're struggling, to take care of. I'd rather see your kids' college taken care of if your kids are going to go to college than you live in a house trying to impress people and you don't even have furniture in it. Or maybe your furniture is rented. And so we have a lot of different philosophies in network marketing that make us just different. We don't encourage, our ambassadors to go out and sell products or sell things. Why? 60 plus years, every room that I've been in, you ask how many of you love to sell, 3% of the hands are going to go up, and I believe about 1 to 2% of that 3% are not telling the truth. They're trying to impress the speaker. We don't encourage our ambassadors to follow up with their customers. Why? Because ambassadors and distributors in this industry, we do a horrible job at following up. We hype, we oversell, and we underdeliver, and we overpromise all the time. At iBoomerang, we don't want that. We're just different. And with those things amongst a myriad of different philosophies, what we want to do is fix the industry. The people are perfect. The industry's been broken until iBoomerang came.
Okay, so I'm sure you guys can hear me and see me okay. All righty, so you guys just heard from our CEO. What I love about that video is that he clearly explains why our company is just different. Today, you're going to hear about an opportunity that is new to the industry. There's no competition. It's a new technology, a new philosophy, a new concept that you've never, ever heard of before. So what I want you guys to do is take copious notes. I want you to focus heavily on the technology side of what you're going to hear today, because you have an opportunity to be one of those individuals at the very beginning. Now, again, my name is Tajuana Huston. I am a Ruby ambassador with the company, and I've been with this company since conception, actually before the company even had a name yet. I was one of those top leaders that got invited to a private meeting in Las Vegas. When I went to that meeting, I had no idea what it was going to be about. I didn't know who we were going to meet, what was going on. I just knew it was a way to elevate my business life, a way to elevate my lifestyle. I showed up at that meeting. It was a room full of other top leaders, people that have been in the industry for 10 plus years. And someone in that room just started painting a vision. They started talking about and introducing the gentleman that was launching this new company, but they never said a name. So after about a good 30 minutes of talking, guess who walks down the stairs? The CEO of iBoomerang. His name is Mr. Holton Buggs. Now, one thing I love about this story is that at the time that I was in that room, I didn't know who Holton Buggs was. I was pretty much brand new to the industry. I had just celebrated about 5 years in the industry. I had followed a lot of leaders. I followed a lot of mentorship, but I didn't really expand my wings. I wasn't really researching the industry to really find out how powerful it was. So that moment in the room, that's when it made me realize to never say no. See, I grew up hearing no all the time. So when opportunities was presented to me, I was that one that before you even got the opportunity to explain it to me, I would shut it down. I thought I knew everything. I had this perfect corporate life, this great income, amazing benefits. I thought I had it going on. And about a good 6.5 years ago, someone asked me to take a look at something. And the only reason I took a look at it at that time is because I had a tax problem. When me and my husband's income together, we were on about a good $6,000 to $8,000 a year. That may not sound like a lot of money to many of you, but I want you guys to imagine that number continuously growing. Imagine being on a payment plan every single year and then end up on a payment plan again the following year. It never ended. So we opened up our mind to something new, and it changed our lives forever. Fast forward, you guys, after being with that company for about a good 5 years, Mr. Holton Buggs, he made a statement in that room. And what reminded me of it was hearing one of the diamonds in this company say that One thing I can guarantee you is that if you lock arms with me, your life will never be the same. See, the gentleman that we're going to talk about a little later, everything that he touches turns to gold. You guys, this is my Amazon moment. This is my Uber moment. This is my Airbnb moment. This is my Apple moment. This is my Microsoft moment. Because those companies, I didn't know the owner. I wasn't invited to sit at that round table. So you're going to see a new technology today, and you have the opportunity to be at that round table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself out of the way, and I am going to share these slides. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, now for those of you, this is a new platform. So what I want you to do in the chat box to the right of it, you will see where you will be able to ask questions if you have it. And you can also chat here. So if you have a question, you can raise your hand as well to speak, or I'll answer questions at the end. But you can also type questions in. You just need to change it from chat mode to question mode. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Tajuana Huston. I've been with this company since the beginning, and we're going to talk about today, the company we're going to talk about is our boomerang. Now, when you think about a boomerang, what comes to mind? See, a boomerang is something, if you really think about it, a boomerang is something that if you throw it out, it's going to come right back to you. See, our company is built on the philosophy, if you give, you shall receive. See, he named the company our boomerang because he wanted to plant a seed in the minds of everyone. That the reason why he's so wealthy today, yes, he has strong work ethics. Yes, he partnered with the right people, but he really, you guys, contribute his wealth to giving back. He said if he wanted more, then he would just give more. So he wanted to create a concept where you guys do the same thing. If you focus on sharing goodwill, then it's going to come back to you in the form of cash. Now, before we go into that, let's talk about this disclaimer. This states that you get what you put in. We cannot and will not guarantee your income. This is a business. And when I think about this industry, I think about a gym membership. How many of you have gym memberships? You continuously pay for it month after month. But what this is basically stating is that you can pay for a gym membership, but we can't make you go to the gym. We can't make you get on that treadmill. We can't make you work out. We can't make you eat better. But what we can do is provide you with the equipment. We can give you everything that you need to succeed. And if you're willing to lock arms with the leadership, if you're willing to be coachable, teachable, and trainable, then you are definitely going to win. So with that being said, I mentioned being coachable, teachable, and trainable for a reason, because I want you guys to understand the leadership that you have. See, this company, it wasn't somebody just woke up one day and said, hey, I want to start a company. This is someone that has been in the industry for 29 plus years. He is the Michael Jordan of our industry, and his name is Mr. Holton Buggs. He's the CEO and founder of the company. See, this gentleman's first 7 years in the industry, he earned less than $500 a month. So what does that tell you? This is someone that's very consistent. This is someone that understood the value of if you stick and stay, you get your pay. This is someone that understood how powerful this industry is. Because guess what? I can't think of one millionaire that doesn't have access to a network. I want you guys to really think about that, right? There are a lot of wealthy people in this world, but unless they hit the lottery or unless they got an inheritance, they have access to a network. And he understood that. So he knew that if he just plugged into the system, he knew that if he went through a lot of personal development, that he will one day become that multimillionaire that he dreamed of becoming. So for 7 years, he earned less than $500 a month. But look what happened in 1997. He was able to develop a formula and system that helped him achieve rapid success. But in 2009, that's when it all really paid off. He had record-breaking earnings for 10 years straight. This gentleman was earning $1.3 million every 3 weeks. But most importantly, how many people did he help? See, he created the environment for over 45 other individuals to become millionaires. That's what's important. Remember at the beginning, I was talking about this is all about giving back. What I love about this industry versus this corporate world is that it's not a crab in a barrel mentality. See, I was in corporate for 20 plus years. We were always fighting for one position. There was people that was cutting your throat. They was always trying to figure out, how can I get over on Tajuana? How can I get that position? What can I say about her so she don't get that job? See, in this industry here, there could be 1 million people have that position. It's all about your worth ethics and what you are able to do differently. See, this gentleman here, because he helps so many people, that's why he's a multi-million-dollar earner today. But this is the question that he asked himself, which is a powerful question. He said, if I'm able to create this level of success under somebody else's company, under somebody else's brand, just imagine what I can do if I start my own company. And that's exactly what happened in March of 2019. He founded iBoomerang. Now, what I want you guys to understand is when he founded this company, it's like the industry just shook. You guys, everyone was so excited and they're trying to figure out what Mr. Huston Bugs is doing. See, this is someone that no matter which company you were in, you were being mentored by this gentleman. This is a gentleman that was charging $10,000 an hour to sit down with you to help you grow in your business. So now you have an opportunity to be on the front line with him and not have to pay that hourly rate. This is someone that's continuously plugging into us every single day as a part of our business model. So that's why the company is the #1 fastest growing company in the world right now. But let's talk about the leadership team. He went out there and got the best of the best. This is an all-star team you have here, and companies rise and fall based on leadership. You have Edwin Haynes. He's the Global Master Ambassador. You have T. Gray. He's our VP of Operations. You have our VP of Marketing. His name is Mark Kipcart. You have Lori Spears. She's our Director of Travel. You have the CEO of Extreme Travel, Mr. David Manning. And you have our Chief Giving Officer, which is Mr. Peter Hirsch. Collectively, you have over 200 years of experience here. But what really excites me is their history. See, everyone on this slide has direct sales network marketing experience. They know what it feels like to work from the bottom all the way to the top. All of them started where some of you may be at right now. And today they are very wealthy. So let's talk about their mission. See, the mission of this company is to provide an opportunity to succeed without selling, because we're offering a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. I want you guys to really process that mission. See, in a traditional way of network marketing, most people, they always want to be a part of this industry, but they're not comfortable with selling. They're introverts. They're nervous. They don't want to have to convince their family to buy something. So what do? They give up. So in our company, we focus heavily on making sure that we give you a technology that offers products and services that you don't have to feel like you're selling things. Now, what we have done is we are removing network marketing from this outdated business model, and we're bringing it into the modern era. See, in the old way of doing things, your customers always paid more, and only your experienced people would win. So if you were selling a product or service, guess what happened? You would go on the internet and find it for less. Your customers would go on Amazon. They would go on eBay. They would go on Google. And if they could find a product or service for less, then guess what? You lost a customer. So what Mr. Huston Bugs said is, he said, what we're going to do is we're going to implement a way for you not to lose your customers. We're going to make sure that we bring this into the modern era. See, as technology advances, then companies should do the same. So in our company, you make money when your customers save money. So your customers can't go on the internet and find it for less. You don't have to compete with Amazon. You don't have to compete with eBay, because we have advanced tools and we have the perfect leadership that's going to help you succeed. Now, our team, they have created a concept to make the future of business so much easier. Now, this next slide that I'm going to share with you guys, I want you to make sure that you pay close attention, because this is the tool that's going to help make your job easier. And it's called the PRIB. The PRIB stands for Perpetual Residual Income Builder. And I want you guys to put PRIB in the comments for me, PRIB, because this is what's going to take you to the next level in your business. See, in the traditional way of network marketing, you had to do everything yourself, right? This is your virtual assistant. I want you to imagine having a virtual assistant walking around with you every single day, doing the things that you don't want to do. Now, how does this work? Think about traditional business today. Traditional business today, you have to outsource these things. If you want someone to follow up, sell or upsell or cross-sell your customers, you either have to do it yourself, you have to hire someone to do it, you have to pay for leads, you have to do all these different things in order to succeed. If you started hiring employees, you have to train them yourself. You have to welcome them yourself. See, in the traditional way of business, you have so much overhead, so many other things that you have to pay for. Same thing in direct sales. In all direct sales companies, they give you training and they help you promote events, because guess what? They want you to pack those events out. But think about franchises. You get a lot with franchises, but you're stuck with a system and you can't do things your way. See, one thing about a franchise, you can't, let's give you McDonald's for an example. You can't decide for the arch to be pink, right? You can't decide to sell seafood, crab legs. You can't do that. See, but let me tell you about this Priv. See, in our industry of network marketing, you get a business in a box, but you can run the business the way you want to run it. And you have a virtual assistant that's going to help your team as well as yourself follow up with their customers. And as you get new business partners, this technology is going to welcome them to the team. It's going to take them through the training process. It's going to help them upgrade. It's going to help promote events. You guys, this is your Alexa. This is your Siri. This is your Bixby. The only difference is that our Boomerang has the same exact technology, and we call it the Priv. Now, how do we feed the Priv? First off, let me tell you how this technology works. It uses data analytics and artificial intelligence, just like Facebook. Many of you have a Facebook account. So Facebook gave you a free account so that you can, guess what? Put in your personal information and connect them with people that they don't know. See, now Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar company for a reason. It's because they got free leads from us. So what Mr. Holtenberg said is, it only makes sense to implement a new technology, but introduce it to network marketing for the first time. So you also have access to a virtual assistant and technology, just like Facebook, just like Amazon, just like Siri and Apple, just like Android. But how are you going to get those customers inside of the technology like those companies did? See, just like Facebook gave you a free account, we are giving you something free that you can share with the world, and it's called iGo. iGo stands for I Go for Less. It's a wholesale travel platform that you're able to share with the world. See, this is how your customers are going to be able to get up to 35% off of their travel for life. And that's huge. I've seen this platform sold as low as $10,000 and as high as $40,000. But the CEO of the company, he said, a trend. I'm noticing a trend. Every company that sells this has little to no customers. Every company that's out there giving away something for free is a multi-billion-dollar company today. So he made the decision to sacrifice charging for this on the front end to help all of us become wealthy on the back end. So you simply give away wholesale travel to the world for free. But guess what you're collecting? You're collecting data. Every time you give away this membership, they have to input their email, their phone number, and their name. All of that information goes into this technology, and then this technology is going to help you create wealth. It's going to grow your residual income by promoting different products and services to your customers. So why did we choose to lead with travel? See, travel is an $8 trillion industry. And what I want you guys to understand is that Mr. Holtenberg's vision is for you as the business owner to have success without selling. So travel is an industry that's going to grow whether you choose to put your wallet in the way or not. This is an industry that generates over $6 billion a day in Asia, over $4.8 billion a day in Europe, over $2.8 billion a day in USA. In Latin America, over $953 billion a day. And in Africa, $487 billion a day. See, travel is a comfortable conversation. And what I like to say is that you don't have to put a gun to anybody's head to travel, right? They're going to do it with or without you. But what I really love is that we don't have to compete with these two giants that you see on the screen, Booking Holdings and Expedia. They monopolize the entire travel industry as it relates to public-facing sites. Now, some of you may love to book on Priceline. You may love to book on Booking.com. But those are just marketing sites. They're owned by these two companies. And it's brilliant. Think about it. If you give people a lot of options, you confuse their mind, they're going to book. So why not have a whole bunch of websites out there to lead back to them? See, in 2018, they collectively booked over $190 billion. So this is what Mr. Holtenberg said. I know people are used to booking on those websites, but we have a better way. And I don't want my business owners to have to worry about losing customers. So how do we make that happen? He reached out to his attorneys and he asked them one question. Is it possible for us to give away wholesale travel for free, not charge them an auto ship, not put them in a timeshare situation so that they don't have to compete with these sites online? And the answer was absolutely yes, as long as it's a private membership. So what I'm about to show you now is examples on how your customers are going to save. So this is an example with New York City. So you gave this platform away to a friend. They look up New York City. This is a 4.5-star hotel. If they looked it up on Expedia, they'll notice that it was $339 nightly. But if you look it up on the iGo platform, you'll see that it's $178 nightly. Now, Paris, France. This is a 4-star hotel. It's $440 nightly on Travelocity. But as you can see, if you booked it through yourself, it's $130 nightly. That's a savings of $310. On New York City, this is a rental car company. On rentalcars.com, it's $392 total for an entire week. But if you booked it through yourself, it's $221 total. That's a savings of $171. Now, what I love about these examples here, this is just based on one night. Your customers may decide to stay multiple days. You're not going to Paris for one night. You're going for at least 7 nights. So that's over $2,000 savings there. But what I want to give you guys is an example of how you would get paid. So in this bottom example here, these are reservation confirmations. So when your customers or yourself book in this platform, you will get a receipt that looks just like this. It's going to show you how much your total reservation is, how much you earned in reward credits, and how much you saved. So as you can see, Mr. Rubin here, he saved his total reservation was $450.14. So what I want you guys to do really quick is put your business hat on, and I want you to pretend like Mr. Rubin is your customer. Now, your customer, his total reservation was $450, but look, he saved $1,341. So how do you get paid if this was your customer? If Mr. Rubin was your customer, you would have earned half of that almost $1,400. You would have earned almost $700 because your customer saved. Now, how is that possible? I want you guys to understand that the technology that we created, the concept, the philosophy that we have is that you make money when your customers save money. It's the total opposite of network marketing today. See, in the traditional way of business, your customers normally have to pay more. Network marketing companies mark up the cost because that's their business model. See, here at our Boomerang, the more your customer saves, the more you're going to bring into your household. It's called the boomerang effect. The more you give out, the more you're going to earn. So I want you to imagine the next customer being your customer. This is Mr. Ian. The total savings is $316, but that's $158 that you would have brought into your household if this was your customer. Now, this next example here is by Mr. Holton Buggs himself. This gentleman here is the CEO and founder of the company. Now, what I want to tell you about this gentleman here is that he was playing around with this platform for a very long time. Mr. Holton Buggs is a visionary. And as I shared with you guys earlier, anything he touches turns to gold. So what he did was he wanted to make sure that this product was as good as it looked, as good as it seemed. So he played around with it for hours. He was comparing it to rates online, and he could never find it for less online. So what did he decide to do? He wanted to test out the experience. He took himself and his beautiful wife on a vacation. Now, on this vacation, their main goal was to make sure they wasn't going to be treated any differently than somebody that paid full price. So his total reservation was over $1,300, but he saved, as you can see there, $1,589. See, in the back of his mind, he was thinking, wow, am I going to get the same type of room? Am I going to have windows? Am I have a great view? Am I going to have fluffy pillows? He didn't know. So guess what? He took this vacation. Him and his wife came back with raving reviews. They wasn't treated any differently than somebody that would have paid full price. And guess what? That's when he made the final decision to use this technology as the front door to our crib. This is the vacation that is the reason why you guys are able to share these savings with the world for free. So let's talk a little bit about what your customers get. Now, this is a free platform. I need you guys to understand there's so much value attached to this. Your customers are able to enjoy a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. These are the same products and services that they will find online on public-facing sites. The only difference is that they're not paying full price. So you have access to the hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights. By the way, flights are not at wholesale, but we have them here as a convenience. You have homes, you have weekly stays, marketplace, timeshare properties, you name it. You have access to all travel products. Now, below this, these are the bullet points here. These are the different activities. These are the different rewards. These are different things that you can purchase using your reward credits. So every time you book a vacation, you're going to earn reward credits that you can convert to cash. Now, I'm not going to read all of these. You can take a screenshot and read them later, but I'm just going to share with you guys the one that I love, and that's the gift card. So what my husband and I do is that we book in this platform a lot. So the credits that we accumulate, we just buy gift cards. I love Best Buy, you guys. I live in Best Buy. So I'm always buying a new electronic, but I allow my business to pay for it. Now, do you boomerang? This is a question that is going viral right now. If you haven't heard the question, you guys, you're going to hear it more often. Today will not be the first and last time that you hear it. Now, this question, the reason why it's going viral is because of the technology, because it's totally different. See, there are millions of people in this world that absolutely love network marketing. But guess what they're tired of? They're tired of having to sell. They're tired of that person that's not an introvert, that's always winning. They're tired of that person that, has a major following and they don't. So they love the fact that this is an opportunity for you to grow a business. And no matter who you are, you can succeed as long as you're coachable, teachable, and trainable. So in our company, we have over 50,000 active distributors, you guys, and we just celebrated a little over a year, right? We just recently celebrated a year. I think we're right at the 15-month mark. You guys, we've done over 50 million in sales. We're projected to do 150 million this year. We're the #1 fastest growing company in the world right now. You guys, we're being heralded as the Amazon of network marketing, which is powerful. There's so many articles that have been written on us, and it's not because Tajuana Huston thinks it's an amazing company. It's facts, and your company is owned by the best. But let's talk about how you send a boomerang. See, we've already discussed how this platform works, how you're able to share it for free. But how do you send it out? Because some of you guys may be really busy, and you're probably thinking this is a lot to put on my plate. But I want you guys to understand how simple this is. You aren't booking the person's travel, right? You're not doing that. You are simply throwing them a code. So in this example, you'll see how simple it is. You see that screenshot at the bottom with the young lady on her phone? That's all you're doing. You go into your back office and you generate a code. You can either have the system send it to your person via text or email, or they can scan this barcode. But it's going to route them to a website that's called igoboom.com. When they enter the code, they're going to activate their own website. They can customize it, and then you're done, right? All you do is give them the code that's going to give them access to having wholesale travel for life, and then you get out of the way. Every time they book their travel, you're going to earn 50% of what they save. So here's an example here. Now, what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to explain this because I gave you guys an example already, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this slide. But this is an example as a business owner booking in a platform and a customer booking in a platform. So we call our business owners ambassadors. So I see I have Elisa Davis here watching. I'm going to use you as an example. And I see I have Rochelle. I'm going to use you as an example. So Rochelle, you are Elisa's customer. Elisa, you're the business owner. So Elisa, you go into your platform and you realize that you're ready to go on vacation. You've been cooped in a house forever. You're just ready to go. So you look up this amazing vacation that's in Mexico. It's a 5-star property. Now, this is what's going to happen. Elisa, this particular technology, this is what it does. It scrubs the internet first. See, it's going out there and it's looking for the lowest price. It's going to come back and tell you what that lowest price is. Then it's going to take an additional up to 70% off for you, Elisa, because you're a business owner. So the lowest price that it returned was $1,046. And this particular property, it gave you 41% off. So instead of you paying over $1,000, you only paid $621. But this is what you're going to do, Elisa, because you never took your business hat off. You are going to call Miss Rochelle and you're going to ask her, would she like to go to Mexico with you? Miss Rochelle is going to say, absolutely, yes, I want to go. And you're going to throw her a boomerang, just like in the prior example I showed you. You're going to pull out your phone. You're going to generate her a code. You're going to send it to Miss Rochelle. She's going to look up the same exact vacation. She's going to see the same lowest price, public price, but she gets 20% off. Remember, Miss Rochelle is just a customer. She didn't invest in herself. So guess what? She gets half of what you saved. So she saved $212. Her total with tax is $834. Now, Miss Rochelle is super excited because she didn't have to pay for this platform at all. But Miss Elisa, you're even more excited because you earned half of that. So Miss Rochelle saved $212. You earned $106. And what really excites me is that Miss Rochelle can book in this platform every day, every week, every month, every year. And every time that she saves, you are earning 50% of what she saves. So now let's roll into this customer acquisition model. I showed you guys how to get paid, but I want to show you how quickly you can grow your income if you spread the word. What I like to say quite often is that I want you guys to focus on posting, especially if you're someone that loves social media. Social media is a great way to grow your business. So instead of posting for likes, I like to tell people to post for dollars. Spread your business. See, with this customer acquisition model, it's based on a very low example with just 10 customers, right? You can get that right now. I have 5,000 friends on my social media page, you guys. I have thousands of people on my business page, and that's not even counting my other social media sites. People love to travel, and you are giving them access to wholesale travel, and you're not charging them 1 red cent for it. So in this example here, your customers on average, they're saving $600 annually. So you, because they're your customer, you're earning half of that. So if you have 10 customers, that gives you a travel savings portfolio of $6,000. That's $3,000 that's in your pocket. But you're not going to stop at 10 customers, right? You're going to keep on building up your customer base. So for those of you that may be business owners, what I love about this platform is that it will enhance what you're already doing. I have real estate agents on my team that gives this as a gift. I spoke with a gentleman last night, you guys, and I was sharing with him how he can use this to enhance what he's already doing. So there's so many different ways that you can use this. But remember that you're simply sharing the platform, and then you're going to earn half of what they save. So one of the fastest growing segments of travel is ride share. We call it drive share. So how this works is I shared a lot with you guys about the customer base, but we're not a travel company. We are a technology company. We only use travel as the carrot, just like Amazon used books as a carrot. They gave us all that free Amazon account, but guess what happened? When we started purchasing books, that was their way of learning us. If you started purchasing cookbooks, then they knew that they needed to start selling cookware. Same thing that we have here. So when you build up this customer base, we're going to have different products and services that we're going to have to offer, but you don't have to sell it to them. That's the powerful part. So I want you to imagine having 100 customers. Do you want to have to actually call those 100 customers to let them know about the products and services that we offer? See, the first vertical that we have is Vibe Rides. We own our own rideshare company. This is the first time ever in rideshare history that you can earn without being behind the wheel. But your customers are traveling. They're already calling rideshare. So you want to introduce them to Vibe, but you want to let your virtual assistant do that for you. So your virtual assistant is going to reach out to your customers and let them know about the different verticals that we have to offer. Where you see new product and service, you guys there, that's because we have more products and services coming. So I want you guys to expand your minds, and I want you to really think about the future of this company. We're being heralded as the Amazon of network marketing simply because you are able to find success without selling by just giving away wholesale travel. And then you allow the company to grow your residual income by this technology communicating with your customers. Now, what makes Vibe so different? Let's talk about that. See, Vibe Rides, rideshare is amazing, right? There are people making some good money from this industry. But you guys, what makes us different? We're not like every rideshare company. See, what I love about this, your customers are able to customize their ride before they even get in the vehicle. So some people, think about it. If you had a long day at work, you may not want to talk, or maybe it was a long flight and you just want a peaceful ride on the way home. You can choose in your app the type of conversation that you want to have. So if you want your driver not to speak to you, then you can state that in the app. If you want a driver, a very social driver that's going to give you some recommendations and things of that nature, you can put that information in the app. What about the temperature in your vehicle? If you're hot natured like me, you guys, I can't stand being in a hot car. So I can choose to have my temperature on whatever temperature I want it on in my app. What about music? If you want it on rock and roll, maybe you want it on R&B, maybe you want it on hip hop. You can choose that in the app and that music will be playing. But what really sets us apart from the other companies is that girl power option. See, you as the driver, let's say you're driving. A lot of females are driving today, but they tend to go home at night. They don't feel comfortable driving at night. But see, in our company, they feel very comfortable because they can click on girl power. See, that's going to ensure that only female riders are able to request a ride from them. And the same applies vice versa. So if a female wants to order a ride, then only a female driver is going to come back to her. So that is huge. Now, Vibe is the next generation of rideshare. There's 3 ways to earn. You can earn when you drive, you can earn when others drive, or you can earn when customers ride. So in this example here, this is talking about how you can just earn active income. That means you are actually behind the wheel. So in our company, you're able to earn 75% of that fare amount. That is huge, and that's more than what the other companies are paying today. But what really impresses me is the driver passive model. See, this reminds me so much of my father. I grew up in a household with a taxi cab driver. I grew up in Washington, D.C. My mother's job relocated to Atlanta, and he drove taxis here as well. But eventually, rideshare came out, and his best friend is the one that told him about it. So when he started driving for rideshare, his best friend got a one-time upfront commission. Now, my father has done over 8,000 fares. He's completed over 8,000 rides, and his best friend didn't earn one dime of that. I want to make sure that sinks in, you guys. I want to make sure you're paying attention to that. He didn't earn one dime of it. But if this company existed back then, if you put this same scenario in place, his best friend would have earned 3% of 8,000 plus rides. And that's what you have on this slide here. So how this works is, just imagine you had 10 drivers, and on average, they make $50,000 a year. That means that you have a total of $500,000 in your portfolio, and you're earning 3% of that, which is $15,000 back to you. So imagine having 10, 20, 30, 40 drivers like my father. See, the gig economy is what everyone is focused on right now. People are looking for that time freedom, but they still want to make that nice income. So this is how they're able to do it. Now, you can do the same thing on the rider side. And what I love about this is that they're creating a way to incentivize the riders. So this is going to help your business grow even quicker simply by word of mouth. So that's you to the far left. Let's say you have 10 riders, and all 5 of them go out there and refer 5 other riders. So now you have 50 riders, and then they refer 5. So now you have 250 riders. See, that's a total of 310 riders that you have. But again, you're earning 3%, you guys, which is $465 per month. That's over $500 per year that you're bringing into your household just off of the rider side. Now, we're going to talk about another way to get paid. If you choose to build a team, this is our dual team bonus. And this is just one of the many ways to get paid on the team building side. So in this example here, it pays up to $250,000 per week. You are building 2 sides of your business, and you're earning 10 to 20% of the lesser side. In this example, the young lady built a team on the left side. She had 10,000 in volume. She had 5,000 in volume on the other side. That's $1,000 that she earned this week. What really excites me is that this is the same compensation plan that got Mr. Holton Bugs to, you guys, $1.3 million every 3 weeks. The same compensation plan, except he took the ceiling off because his goal is for us to beat his record. Now, how do you get started? There's 2 ways to get started. You start at standby. This is going to give you all the tools that you need to succeed in your business. It's like your job aid. Imagine a job aid when you start at that new position. Everything that you need is going to give you your back office, going to give you your interactive tools. It's going to go over your commission structure, the whole 9 yards. You add this to your cart, which is $49.95, and then you're going to choose one of the 3 packages. Now, once you choose one of these packages, this is when you become an official business partner. Now, as you can see here, you have coach, you have business class, and you have first class. Now, in coach class, you see that you only have 2 green dots in that top section. See, that's for your personal travel. So in that coach class package, you're only able to book hotels, flights, rental cars in that package. But if you notice, if you look over at business class, you're picking up cruises for your personal travel. But in first class, which is the package that I have, as well as probably most of the people that's on this line, they have access to all of the travel products. Now the boomerangs, let's drop down. So the boomerangs that you see there, those are the 6-digit codes that you're giving out. So those 6-digit codes help you gain customers. So on each package, you have a certain number of codes. So coach class, you're able to get 10 customers, business class 25, first class 50. So remember, on average, your customers save about $600. So that's $300 per year that you're practically earning off of each customer. So in this example, if you had 10 customers, that's $3,000 in income potential, but you're losing half of your travel savings bonus. So if those customers, for example, saved $1,000, you wouldn't earn $500. You're only going to earn $250. Now in business class, you have $7,500 in income potential, but guess what? Now you get the entire $500 because you're at 100%. At first class, you have 50 boomerangs. That's $15,000 in income potential, and you're earning 100% on all the travel products. I want you guys to pay attention to that part. I want to make sure you don't miss that, because some people say, I'll just come in at business class. I need you guys to understand that at business class, yes, you get 25 boomerangs. Yes, it says 100%, but you only earning on hotels, rental cars, and cruises at business class. Your customers have access to everything that you see in first class. So if your customers book anything, those homes, those weekly stays, the marketplace, those timeshares, the lifestyle, if they book any of those products, you don't get paid. So let me give you a quick example. You came in a coach class. Your customer booked a weekly stay. They saved $1,000. At coach class, you would earn $0. At business class, you earn $0. At first class, you would earn $500. So I just want to make sure you guys understand that. The dual team bonus. If you choose to build a team, you're going to earn a percentage of their success. That's only fair, right? So you get up to 10% at coach, up to 12% at business, up to 20% at first class. Everyone gets access to the PRIP, right? The PRIP is the technology that's going to help you grow your business. Vibe Rise, the rideshare company that we just talked about, you also get access to that as well, regardless of the package that you choose. Coach is a one-time $250. Business class is a one-time $500. First class is a one-time $1,000. Regardless of the package that you choose, we all have a monthly overhead of $99.95. And what I love most is that regardless of how much you earn, whether it's $100 a month or $1 million a month, your monthly overhead is not going to change. In select countries, it's $49.95, but as soon as you upgrade to a higher pack, you're going to convert over to the $99.95. So that is the end of the presentation. But what I want to share with you guys is that it's time for you to take control. I've been in corporate for a very long time, and I thought I had it made. I thought I had all the income that I needed, but 6 figures on paper in corporate is not really 6 figures. I turned my entire tax situation around. I got my time back. You guys, I'm about to celebrate 7 years in this industry. 5 years of it has been working from the comfort of my home. It's time for you to start a home-based business, which is the #1 tax strategy in the world. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to reach out to the person that invited you. Go ahead and get your questions answered. You'll probably see a survey here when you exit, where you can put the name of the person that you invited, but go ahead and message them. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. I'll try to answer them while I'm on here. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I will see you guys on the next presentation. I don't see any questions. All righty. Well, thank you all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.